Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
A wild weather Wednesday here in Baco. What's going on? It's Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, joined on the other side of the screen by a little bit of a different view than we normally get. Normally we get like a little conference room with a backdrop, but today we're outdoors with the gang from Kern County Animal Services. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're good.
We're doing well.
And we got a very special guest with us today, in which, of course, the whole goal here is to learn about maybe your pet, but also give you a chance to meet your next forever friend. And I believe it's Seraphina is how it's pronounced. What can you tell us about Seraphina?
So Seraphina is a 1-year-old Siberian Husky. She's been with us for a while. She actually needed to have her leg amputated, so we did that about 2 weeks ago. And she's still here waiting for her forever home. This weekend, she was one of the dogs that got to go out on our summer breakout, which is an event promoting our Streets of Bakersfield program. And she went out with 2 girls that wanted to walk 2 dogs, so we paired her up with another dog named Lady, and she did great with her. She hung out with them for the day. They took her swimming. They let her meet their dog, and she did great with them, and they actually ended up keeping her for a couple days after, letting her stay in the home just because she was such a good dog.
I think one of the things in which people may be wondering, like maybe a dog who has had an amputee, I mean, it really does not take the life out of the animal. It's just a adaptation like a human would have, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, I had Seraphina with me on a couple of media opportunities last week, and I said this, and I'll say it again, that if you ever wonder what one of the differences between dogs and humans, their resiliency is unmatched, man. Seraphina isn't complaining about what she can't do anymore. She's just spends most of her time learning how to adapt. The simple things. She's learning how to sit on her butt with 3 legs. She's missing her back right leg. But she's still as active as she was prior.
Oh no, please be your friend.
Still gets along with other dogs the same way. She doesn't have any hatred or aggression in her, even though she's barking at Chancey off camera right now. But she's a lovely dog, super sweet. She's just very gentle. And like Marissa was saying, we had a promotion on Saturday. We called it the summer breakout, where it's like break a dog out of the shelter for the day. And really all it was is us asking the community to take some of our shelter dogs and have them for the day or maybe longer, and come back and tell us all about it, because that data, that information that is brought back helps us immensely, because when people come in looking to adopt an animal permanently, we're able to tell them real world data and information about how these dogs did in someone's home. So that was very successful on Saturday, even though we called it the summer breakout. It's really just an extension of our we call Streets of Bakersfield program. Again, it's a short-term foster program. We just ask the community to take these beautiful dogs for the day or maybe longer and tell us everything you can, because it helps them stay in their adoptive home. But on Saturday, about 60 dogs left for the day, and Seraphina was one of them. And she's available for adoption right now. And she's just a beautiful girl. She's already spayed and ready to go. And her adoption fee is waived because she's been in our facility for over 30 days, and I'm running long.
It's all good. I think it's so important also, we've talked about numerous times about just how great that is that, this program like this happens and you do get data on the animal. So, if you get an animal via another source, you're not going to learn and know as much as you might have. I mean, Marissa said she went swimming, so we already know that Seraphina loves to swim. How are you going to get that kind of data from another way,
Yeah, we just can't. They often, what we can tell about a dog's behavior and personality is very limited when they're in the shelter environment, because it's such a high stress environment, and their true behavior, their true characteristics don't really come through because they're on edge all the time. And if you can imagine, if you're a dog and you're in a 6x4 or 12x4 kennel, for 22 hours a day, surrounded by other barking dogs, it can be a stressful environment, and it can influence your true behavior. So that's why these programs are so important, to give us feedback about these animals so that we can hand that feedback on to the permanent adopter. And we want to provide as much information as we can so that these animals stay in their adoptive homes. And we also want to try to provide as much resources as we can to keep your dog in your home so it doesn't come here, so that we can keep dogs like Seraphina for longer.
I think the human analogy of anyone who's worked in a cubicle farm kind of office setting where you're in that cubicle for that long of a day and how insane you feel after 8 hours. Yeah, imagine what the dogs are dealing with all that stress, all that energy around them. And yeah, it's good to get them out and get them more socialized. So when they do get their forever home, they're going to be ready to go.
Sure, absolutely. And we just wanted to touch on, other than Seraphina and our Streets of Bakersfield program, we kind of touched on the resources that we have for the community pets. We have a shot vaccine clinic that we hold almost every other Tuesday here at the facility. Obviously, we're in Bakersfield. It gets very warm, and the heat can be, detrimental to your pet's health. So whenever the temperature is forecasted to be, over 100 degrees, we start considering canceling the clinics just to protect your pet's health.
Mm-hmm.
We've also decided to move our clinics that used to be held here at 3951 Fruitvale Avenue at the Kern County Animal Shelter to a park around the corner. It's Fruitvale Norris Park. So when we do hold those clinics, it'll be at Fruitvale Norris Park, probably through October. But we do monitor the temperatures that are forecast for the Tuesdays that we do hold clinics, and we just say that to remind the community to pay attention, follow our Facebook page, follow our website, because if the temperature is forecast to be over 100 degrees, many times we'll cancel that clinic just for the health and safety and well-being of your animal.
We have the information right there on the screen for Seraphina, who is just an amazing, amazing dog that needs that forever home. A116-2084, one of your Husky mix. And we got the phone number scrolling also at the bottom to contact Kern County Animal Services, 868-7120. The Streets of Bakersfield program is an amazing program. If anyone would like to be a part of that, what do they need to do?
So they can actually just come down to the shelter any day we're open except for Fridays and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, it's anytime between 10 and 12 they can come pick up a dog, and they'll just bring it back by 4. And then on Wednesdays, it's anytime between 2 and usually 4 o'clock, and then they'll bring it back by 6 o'clock.
So 4 hours from now, let's get the lobby full. Let's get these animals a chance to get some life outside of the shelter. So apologies to your staff in advance if we're filling up that lobby today, but I'd rather have the animals out there enjoying life than where they need to be. So once again, Marissa and Nick from Kern County Animal Services, Seraphina, who has just been a good doggy right there. Oh, look at that. A116-2084. Let's get Seraphina home today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support, Eric.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time right here with another edition of Pet Connection with Energy 95.3 and the amazing team at Kern County Animal Services.